All right. Today I want to talk about section 1.5, expressions with one or more variables. And I use a W with like a little slash after it to mean with, and that's kind of like a short abbreviation for it. All right, we're going to continue talking about what we talked about last time because we were talking about expressions. And remember again, expressions are just a number and operation phrase. That means there's no equal sign. It's a big thing to remember, and that's what makes expressions different than equations. Okay, and we're talking about specifically variable expressions. And remember, a variable expression is something that is a mathematical phrase that contains numbers, operations, and variables. A number phrase with numbers, operations, and variables. All right, and we're going to continue talking about evaluating them. Remember, evaluating is what we can do when we're given a what these variables mean. So let's talk about evaluating. And it's mostly similar from last time, except that we're going to see things that aren't just like this 3x plus 4, but instead it might say 3x plus y, because there's no limit to the amount of variables that we can put in an expression like this. All that it means is makes it a little bit more complicated for us. So what we'll do is we're going to evaluate by putting those values in, and then we can simplify and find out what the numbers are supposed to be. So, for example, let's take a look at an example. Let's evaluate and we can call this example 1. XY plus X when X equals 2 and Y equals 4. All right, so this is not too bad. All we're going to do is we're going to substitute in the things that we know, and then we're going to simplify doing all the operations in correct order. Okay, so let's take a look. X is 2. So, like I said, I like to put those parentheses in when I'm substituting, and I do want to see the substitution step. So you must show this step right here. So 2, then I'm going to put my y in. My y is 4 here, plus another set of x. Okay, now I'm going to simplify it from there. This 2 and this 4, they're next to each other, but remember, when I have two variables next to each other like that, that is an implied multiplication. That means I have to multiply in here. That means I have to multiply in here. So I could rewrite this like this, 2 times 4 plus 2, but I don't have to necessarily do that as long as I really understand what's going on. So let's do what we do first. Do we multiply or add first? Well, we always multiply first. So we do 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. So when I evaluate this expression, given these values, that's what I get. And you're going to be doing that for the homework. If you feel like you get it, go ahead and go on. I'm going to do probably 2 more if you still are a little confused by what's going on. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This one says mx plus 3m, x equals 2/3, m equals 9. Let me move it up so we can see. All right, I'm going to substitute in just like normal. M is 9. 9 times x. X is 2/3 plus 3m. 3. M is 9. All right, 9 times 2/3. I'm just going to... It's a little easier for me to do this by hand, so I'll do is... remember when I do multiply fractions like this, I go 9 over 9 wholes times 2/3, and then I multiply my numerators, then I multiply my denominators. So that gives me 18 over 3. Perfect. Simplify this. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So that gives me 6. Oops, not equals. 6 plus 3 times 9. 3 times 9 is 27. Simplifying that, I get 33 for my answer. Okay, take a look at one more. Example 3. Let's take a look at... Alright. AB plus 7. AB plus 7. A is 9. And B is 8. Okay, let me substitute it in. I have 9 times 8 plus 7. 9 times 8 is 72 plus 7. 72 and 7 is 79. There we go. That's all that we're going to be doing is simplifying that stuff in. Go ahead and good luck.